everyone, myself Sowmya, Assistant Professor in CSE AIML Department, MLR Institute of Technology. In this video, we are going to discuss about Introduction to CSS. So coming to the overview of this presentation covers Introduction to CSS. So what is the CSS? What is CSS? CSS is nothing but cascading style sheets. So how to apply different style sheets? What are the different types of style sheets we have? So that's what we are discussing in this video. So CSS syntax and the terminology and what are the different types of CSS. So what is CSS? CSS is nothing but cascading style sheets. It is used to style the HTML elements. As we discussed in the previous videos, HTML is used only to create the basic structure for your web page. But if you want to add the functionality, we are using JavaScript. If you want to add the styling for your web page, then we are using a CSS. So CSS is used to style your HTML elements. So why we need to use the CSS? The separation of content and design. So whatever the styles you want to mention for your web page, that you can mention under the style tag. So styles, whatever the styles you have, that you're mentioning under style tag, and whatever the content you're writing, that you're mentioning under the body tag. So that you can separate the styling part as well as the actual content part. And enhanced user experience and responsive design. So obviously, by using the styles, we can enhance the looking or appearance of our web page. We can see here. So if I use only HTML, the basic structure will be created. And if you want to style your application, you can also use the CSS so that the same image will be appeared in a different way. So this is the basic syntax of CSS. Of course, we have different types of CSS. Based on the type of CSS, the syntax will be changed, but this is the basic syntax. So here it is the inline CSS. So for this P tag, we are applying the styles using a attribute called style. So style is equal to whatever the styles you want to apply, that you need to mention here within the double quotes. So what is the attribute name? The property name is color. So color property, and what color you want to apply? Blue color. So like that, if you have multiple properties, you can mention all the properties by separating with a semicolon. And you're displaying some paragraph. So that's the basic syntax of style tag. So we'll see what are the different types of CSS we have. So before that, the common syntax of CSS. So here first you need to mention the selector. Selector is nothing but what element, for which element you want to apply the style. So here the selector is H1. I want to apply some set of styles for my element. That selector is the H1 tag. And open the brace. So we may have multiple styles within this, right? So we are simply opening the brace and we are mentioning all the set of properties over there. And first I need to mention the property name, value. What is the property you want to change? So the property I want to change is color, what is the property value? So value is red. So the color will be changed to red. And next, another property is font size. So what is the font size you want to apply? The value will be 24 pixels. So that's all. I'm just closing this. So like that, I want to provide some set of styles for another tag, another element or another selector. Then I need to mention like that. My selector is P. P is nothing but paragraph is my selector. Open the brace and write the set of values, set of styles which you want to apply along with the property as well as the value also. So like this, for how many elements you want to apply different styles, all the elements you need to mention in the same format. So coming to the types of CSS, 3 types of CSS are there: inline CSS, internal CSS, external CSS. So we'll see one by one in detail. The first one is inline CSS. So directly within the HTML tags. So along with the tag itself, you're mentioning some set of styles that you're calling as an inline CSS. So here if you observe within the body tag, so along with the body tag itself, I'm mentioning this styles. Along with the body tag itself, I'm mentioning the style attribute here. So if you are writing the style attribute along with the tag itself, then it is called as inline CSS. So what are the different styles we are applying? I need to mention within the double quotes the style name. The property name is background color, and what is the value? Light blue. So these two should be separated with the colon. And now I want to give another property. Then you need to mention the semicolon. The property name is font family and the value is Arial. So here you're taking 2 styles. So if this is not available in your system, if it is not supported by the browser, something like that, then it will go with the second one. So like that, we will specify the generic font family, also the specific font family. Then I want to mention another property, so that I'm giving the semicolon. And the next property name is text align. So the text alignment should be center. So that's all. I'm just closing the double quotes. So before closing the double quotes, I should close it with the semicolon. So that's all. My styles are over. Then I'm closing the tag, body tag. So within the body tag, I'm just writing different set of tags here. So whatever the styles you mentioned here, that will be applied for complete body, complete window. So within that, I'm applying some set of styles for H1 tag, also the P tag, and also for button tag, right? And also you're creating a division here. So here I'm creating a division. Div tag is used to create a division. So for this division, what are the styles, different styles we are applying here? So the style I'm applying, some padding applying, background color, border, all these things. With these styles, a division will be appear. So generally, if I write a division tag, it will not be visible. If I simply open a division, it will not be visible. But if you want to make it visible, you should apply some styles for that, some border, some background color, border, everything you should apply. So all these comes under inline styles only. And this is the final output you're going to get. Whatever the styles we have written for the body, that you are getting for the complete window. And I'm writing some styles for H1s, for P, paragraph, for button. Also, we have created a division. So that division part you're getting in the white part. So why? Because for the division, we have given the color as white only. And inside the division, you are writing some text, the paragraph text. For this paragraph, what is the background? What is the color of the text you have given? Black. So that's why you're getting the text color as black. So this is about inline CSS. But the problem with the inline CSS, you can check. So here we are using some different tags. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 5th is division and 6th is body. So totally 6 times we have mentioned the different set of styles, right? So here if you are using inline CSS, each and every time along with the tag, you need to mention the styles. You can't reuse that. Once if I written for the B tag, so I cannot use this again. Even if you are using another P tag, there I cannot use the same styles here. Again, you need to write it. So that's a problem with the inline CSS. To overcome this problem, you're going with the next type of CSS, that is internal CSS. So internal CSS, you are writing inside the style tag. So we are using a style tag here. So previously, if it is a inline CSS, you are using the style attribute. Whereas in the internal CSS, you are using the style tag. So within the style tag, you need to mention all your styles. But where the style tag will be written here, we'll see. So this is an example program. So in the header section itself, so you can see the header section I'm opening, I'm giving some meta information and the title, and followed by I'm opening the style tag. So after opening the style tag, the same syntax you need to follow, which we discussed previously. First, I need to write the selector. What is the selector? Body. So body, I'm selecting. Set of styles you're writing. If it is set of styles, you need to open the brace and close the brace. Within the braces, you need to mention the set of properties. So this is the property name. This is the property value. So like that, whatever the properties you have, all these properties you need to mention along with the values. And all these properties are separated with the semicolon, right? So the first selector is over, and writing another selector with set of properties. So like that, for P, I'm writing some more properties. For anchor tag, I'm writing some more properties. For dot container, so dot mention, if you mention dot, this is nothing but class name. So I have some set of elements, P, H1, H2, and all these elements are related to one class only. What is the class name? Same container. So what happens here, if I write dot container, so dot container, dot indicates what? Class name. So the elements whose class name is container, for all those elements, this set of styles will be applied here. So what are the elements we have with this class name? With the class name container, we have 3 elements. So one is P, H1, H2. For all these elements, this set of styles will be applied. The same way, container P, this is another container only for the paragraph. For this, I'm applying the set of styles. Right. So whatever the styles we have defined for the different selectors, all those selectors I am using here. What are the selectors we have mentioned? The first one is body, H1, P, next the anchor tag, and then division. So for all these, we have given the styles in the style tag. So we can check here. Division I didn't mention, right? Div tag I didn't mention anyway. I have mentioned H1 tag, body tag, P tag, A tag, but the division tag I didn't mention. But instead of division, I have written the styles for dot container class and dot container P classes. So those things I'm mentioning here, right? So class name for this division, the class name is container. So for this division, these properties will be applied. These properties will be applied for division. And inside this container, we have an element called P. So inside container, we have an element called P. So for this P paragraph, which is available inside container, these set of styles will be applied. So why you're separating like this? Why? Because already I have styles for P. I have style for direct P. And this style will be applied only for paragraph which is available inside the container class. You can check here inside the container class, inside this division class only, division tag only, I'm writing the P tag. So only for this piece, for this P, the set of styles will be applied. So this is the output you are getting. And coming to the styles, we have different styles like text properties, background properties, font properties. Different properties are there. So based on the requirement, we can use any of style properties that we will discuss in the future videos. So the next one is external CSS. So what is the problem with the internal CSS? So internal CSS, what happens here? You're writing in the header section using style tag so that those styles will be applied throughout the program. So if I have 100 P's, for all those 100 P's, the same set of styles will be applied which you are writing in the header section. But the problem is if I want to use the same set of styles in another program, that you can't use. Why? Because the set of styles will be applied only for that program. So if I want to use the same set of styles for another program, it is not possible. In that case, you need to go with the external CSS. So in the external CSS, you're keeping all your styles in a single file, separate file, and that file you're saving as with the extension .css. So this file you're calling as a style file. So the extension will be .css, cascading style sheet, and this .css file you can use in any number of files. I have some 100 programs, 100 applications. In all those 100 applications, you can use this .css file directly. You don't need to write again and again. You can simply write once and you can use it for multiple times. And now how can I include this .css file to my program? Means this is the syntax. In the header section itself, you need to use the link tag. So the name of the tag is link tag. The relation. So the relation is a style sheet. It is the style sheet. And href. What is the location where exactly this .css file is available? So styles.css. The name of the file is style.css. So if it is available in the same folder in which your program is available. For example, your file is available in C drive in a folder called CSM. So in CSM folder, directly my file HTML file is available. So this styles.css should also be available in the same folder CSM. If it is not available in the CSM folder directly, what you need to do in the href place, you need to mention the complete path. For example, CSS is available, but it is available in another folder called CSMB. It's not available in CSM. A.html is available in CSM, whereas style.css is available in CSMB. So in that case, what you need to give the complete path, c:/styles.css. Why? Because if I don't mention the complete path, the browser will check only in the current folder, right? If it is available in another folder, you have to mention the complete path in the href. So this is a tag to include the .css, external .css file to your program. And the remaining program is similar. So directly you can write the body tag, whatever the tags you have in your program, all those things you can mention directly. You can check the same program you're writing here, right? The same program with the division, the class name is container, and within division we have a paragraph, and out of the division also we have one paragraph, we have h1 tag and anchor tag. So like this we have different tags here. And what about this .css file? This is the .css file. So styles.css file, this is a file name, and you need to mention all your styles within this file. So body tag, open, close, write all the styles, the same syntax. an H1 tag, some set of styles, P tags, set of styles, dot button. Dot button is again a class name, right? So a tag or the element whose class name is button. So if I use dot, it is nothing but class name. So like the dot container. So it is another class name. The class name is container. For this set of styles will be applied. And this is the final output you will get after executing this program. So these are the three different types of styles those are inline CSS, internal CSS and external CSS. So each style sheet has different problems. To overcome that, we are exploring different style sheets. So inline, it is applicable only to that tag. Again, for each and every tag, I need to write again and again. To overcome that, we are going with the internal. But internal, where you're writing all your styles, you're writing within the style tag, where the style tag will be written inside the header section. But the styles we can apply till that program only. If you want to apply the same set of styles for different programs, then you need to go with the external CSS. In external CSS, you are maintaining a separate .css file, and that you can use in any number of files. How you are using that, how you are linking that, using a tag called link tag. So in the link tag, you need to mention the href, where exactly your style sheet is available, right? So that's about the style sheets and the different types of style sheets. So in this video, we discussed about the CSS cascading style sheet, what is cascading style sheet, and what is the basic syntax of CSS. And we also discussed about the types of CSS with examples. Thank you.